Boy, it's a good thing you caught that limb.
I'll say it is.
Look, our Thunder Riders Club. Come on, we'll save you.
Hurry up, throw it, Dale.
Hey, let's go over there.
Throw it,
Get
kid.
it. Get it.
You first, Frankie. Think you can make it?
Sure.
Don't be nervous. Take your time.
Gene fails to get here, we're sunk. He said he'd be back by 1 o'clock, and here it is almost 2.
Gee, I was scared. I was afraid the rope would break. What happened, Frankie? Well, the
We'll
real
tell you all about it later. We've just got time to get back to the ranch for the broadcast. If we miss it, we'll lose the contract.
And Radio Ranch.
Well, it's time to be on the air. What do we do?
It's Gene.
I thought you said you took care of Aubry.
Sharp must have missed.
Radio Ranch is on the air. This is Gene Aubry offering another broadcast. Let's go. Now, when I want my breeches pressed and want my clothes to look the best, I call on Oscar.
That's me.
I call on Oscar.
I'm Oscar.
And if my saddle needs some soap, I know the guy that's got the dope. I call on Pete. I'm Pete. I call on Pete. Yes, sir. Now, these two boys are my right-hand men. They've proved their worth again and again. If I want more heat or electric fan, I call on Oscar.
I get it.
Or call on Pete. Now, when I write my girl a line and want it to get there on time, I call on Pete. I call on Pete. Or if I find by morning mail that by noon I'll be in jail, I call on Oscar. I call on Oscar.
Calls on me, huh?
Now, there's nothing I tell you that these fellows cannot do. If I want the moon or a star or two, I call on Oscar.
That's mine.
Or call on Pete. I've been there. Now, my girl has got a sister. That's Virginia wine to sister. I'll send Oscar.
Oh, send him.
Well, I'll send Pete. Oh, send Oscar. They say that she's not so pretty. She craves marriage, that's a pity. I'll send Pete. Oh, send him. I'll send Oscar.
Let him go.
She's got $1 million in salt, another $1 million in the vault. If she stays single, it ain't my fault.
Let me go.
I'll go, Gene. I'll go myself.
Well,
all right. On with the show, folks. Yesterday, when you tuned out our radio show, the Thunder Riders were riding to the rescue. Well, here's what happened after that. Cut it out. The stagecoach has been attacked. The bandits are giving chase. Why don't the Thunder Riders come to the rescue?
Thunder Riders are coming.
Run for your lives.
Gee, you were swell, Daddy. You took it as real as life.
Turn over, Daddy. I'm supposed to bandage you.
He's dead.
Somebody shot him.
All blanks. I don't see how any of us could have done it. Why, I can't understand.
It's all very simple. Your rifle was loaded.
Are you insinuating that I shot my partner?
No, of course not. But you'll have to admit that this is a case for the sheriff.
Oh, Gene, we know you didn't kill him, Dad.
Thanks.
But everybody says you did. And the sheriff's coming to take you to town.
That's what worries me. If they lock me up, I'll never be able to discover the real murder.
Oscar's guarding the window.
His gun's loaded with blanks. He would shoot you anyway. He promised.
What is it?
Gene Aubry attacked me from behind and escaped. There he goes!
He's the man who killed Baxter. Get some horses and take after him.
Gene Aubry.
Yes, Your Majesty.
At your service, Your Majesty.
Lieutenant, Gene Aubry is now at a shack in Thunder Canyon. Lead your riders there and capture him. Remember, if you fail, you peril Murania, and your life becomes forfeit. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Just a minute, Lieutenant, and you'll see the exact location of the shack. Transfer the view of the shack to the Thunder Guard screen.
Very good, Your Majesty.
Under guards, alert!
Gene!
Even along your jacket
We
was
had him scared for a minute.
They're coming in. Get in there and hide.
More surface men approach.
We cannot allow anyone to interfere with our mission. After them.
Let me change clothes with this fella. It's the only way to save you from the others. They're coming back. What if they find you out? They won't. I'll lead them away and come back after you later. Don't let him get away.
Where's Gene Aubry?
He escaped.
What if Gene couldn't get away?
Then he'll have to go to their underground kingdom with him.
I do not blame you, Lieutenant Paul, for trying to escape the fate that awaits you. Advance!
The Queen desires your presence at once, sir. Won't you take off your helmet and get a breath of real air? I understand. A man in disgrace does not care to show his face.
Is it because you have only one life to lose you insult me in my throne room? You dare to wear your oxygen helmet in my presence?
Yes, but
Off with his helmet.
Your Majesty, Lieutenant Paul is not himself. I beg that...
Gene Aubry, a surface man in Uranium. Welcome. How do you like our world?
Well, I think the dampness and dead air of your land is more suited to rats than moles.
You are indeed a brave man. Now let us see whether you are also a wise one. At ease. Come with me. The death chamber. You are the first surface man to invade our empire, and your knowledge of uranium must die with you. Take him away. My dear Argo, you may personally build up the voltage.
You honor me. The prisoner is in the death chamber. All is prepared.
Build up 200,000 volts for the chamber of death. Argo, you may now start Aubry's charred body on its trip to the Cavern of the Doomed.
How much longer are we to wait for the word that will start the revolution?
Do not be impatient. The clever Argo has taken our lives for a purpose, and we must wait.
Where are the hand weapons you promised us?
I have perfected this Z-ray lithium gun. It is designed to blind anyone it is turned on. Who's that? Spy, captured! Why, it's Gene Aubry. We must kill him at once. Wait a minute, wait. Argo has saved this service man's life as he has saved ours, but for a different purpose.
Why should the Lord High Chancellor want to save him?
For vivisection, so that we may take him to our laboratories. Stand back. Get in that corner. I'm mine! 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 I'm mine!
Well, gentlemen, what's this?
Gene Aubry has escaped.
If the Queen learns I saved him from the death chamber, all of us will burn for your carelessness. Aubry has escaped. You must find him at once and bring him to our rebel headquarters.
We've got to find Gene so he can get back to Radio Ranch in time to make his next broadcast.
That must be the entrance to Murania.
Come on.
See, there's the tunnel. But how are we going to get down to it?
There's a rope ladder.
We're certainly on the track of a large deposit of radium.
In that case, we'd better fly back to Radio Ranch and get some dynamite to start blasting.
Right. After we locate a way to enter Murania, we'll have access to enough radium to fill a bushel bag.
They're taking the ladder away. We're trapped.
The master microphone. Royal Guard, alert. Proceed immediately to your headquarters. Capture the circus man.
I can't breathe.
All right, I'll give it to you. So get me out of here.
We've missed him. Aubry must be hiding on that hill. Surround the hill. First section to the left, second to the right. It's Aubry.
How'd you get away from Morania?
Never mind that. What are you doing down there?
What crap?
There's a rope ladder up there someplace. Find it and throw it down so we can get out. Airplane! Science are coming back. Hurry!
Here you are.
Set her down, Sharp. But be careful of the dynamite.
The ladder's down. Someone has used it. And they built a fire. They must be hiding in the tunnel.
You got us out of there just in time.
Say, we've got to broadcast at 2 o'clock. It's almost time now.
We'll never make it back to the ranch by 2 o'clock.
We'll have to. If Gene doesn't go on the air, we'll lose the contract and the ranch, too.
And we'll borrow their plane. Stand still. I've got you covered. Now you can lower your hand. But don't move too fast. Because something might happen. Start your motor and take off at once.
Somebody's stealing the plane. You stay here.
Fly straight to radio range. Don't lose any time getting there.
Those horses belong to the Baxter kids. They must have been the ones who took the plane. They're headed back to the ranch. What are you going to do there?
Wait and see. Radio Ranch. Calling Radio Ranch.
Now we'll hear from that rollicking bandit crew, the Radio Ranch Quartet. Here they are.
The program will be over in a few minutes. Yes, if Gene doesn't appear pretty soon, we're sunk.
Oh, she's done and gone away. Picked up bucket yesterday. My cross that gal who lives upon the hill. She's a strict night and
Hello? Radio Ranch? Who's calling?
This is Frankie speaking from a cabin plane. Gene's gonna sing. Hook him up.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, folks, it's Gene Aubry, speaking to you from an airplane, high over radio range. I'm going to sing, I'm getting a moon's eye view of the world. I've often wondered when down on the ground how the old world looks to Mr. Moon. And now I can see why he smiles all the while. He's watching the sweethearts as they swoon. I'm getting a moon's eye view of the world floating around in the sky. I get a thrill floating in the air, buzzing around like a fly. No wonder he smiles at you folks on the ground. He knows that life is a merry-go-round. I'm getting a moon's eye view of the world floating around in the sky.
Something's wrong. The motor's dead.
What'll we do?
I know what I'm going to do. Stay back.
That's all for today, folks. Take it away, Eddie.
He's going to jump.
You think I'm going to try a dead stick landing with a load of dynamite? You're crazy. Get over there.
The dynamite. Throw it overboard now. Try to straighten out the plane. We're going over the cliff. Jump. Gene went over the cliff. We gotta help him.
What happened? It was Aubry and those two kids. And now he's gone and the Marine is taking Frankie and Betsy away.
Well, we better make sure about Aubry. Might have After Gene signed off, it sounded as if the plane was in trouble.
We didn't see any sign of Gene, and now Frankie and Betsy have disappeared.
We just heard from them by wireless. They were in a plane. It might have crashed.
Did they give their location?
No, but they were heading toward the ranch.
We'll have to find them. To the rescue!
Still alive. He's wearing a Murinian outfit. He must have been in the underground kingdom. You realize what that means? If we can revive him, he can tell us how to get into Murania.
We'll take him to our excavation. Deliver your prisoner to Her Majesty on the 33rd level and report back here immediately. Don't be scared. I won't let him hurt you.
I'm not scared.
Aren't those Frankie and Betsy's horses?
Something must have happened to them.
You stay here and we'll go and look around. Sure, it's their horses. Where did this one come from?
Be quiet. I bet them scientists are holding Frankie and Betsy prisoners down there.
If they are, we're going to get them.
I'd like to see Aubry's face when he learns that Frankie and Betsy were captured by the Muranians. We'll tell him all about it when he wakes up, if he does.
Who's in there? Look out, it's Gene!
Hurry, we've got work to do.
That's for me, told us to stay where we were.
Well, they might need our help.
Look, there's Gene.
But where's Frankie and Betsy? Didn't you find them?
They're prisoners down in Urania. We've got to save them.
To the rescue! To the rescue!
Surface men, capture them. They're headed for the lower level. We'll cut off their escape at the elevator.
Why, God, we look like a clock.
Well, they're not alive at all.
You have long been a menace to Murania. I once sentenced you to the death chamber, but you escaped. Whoever helped you escape escaped is a traitor to Murania. Tell me his name.
I'll tell you nothing.
Not even to save your life?
Not even to save my life, unless I can also save Frankie and Betsy.
Let me prove that your friends are alive and well. Bring Frankie and Betsy to me at once. Bring the prisoner to the control room.
Aubry tells the Queen I allowed him to escape, I'll be arrested. Trouble may start sooner than we expect.
You mean the revolution?
Precisely. Stay here and report to me any developments.
To operate every electrical and mechanical operation of Murania. What has happened?
Don't get excited, lady. We're just taking charge of Murania.
I've got this one, too. Lock that door, Oscar, and then we're all keen.
Who are you?
It's Oscar and Pete to the rescue. How about getting Frankie and Betsy and going back to the ranch? We're getting tired of this crazy place.
Stop it! I command you!
Pipe down, you!
Okay, Frankie and Betsy on the television screen.
Now I will be able to prove to you that your young friends are alive and well.
Take them at once to our headquarters. And don't let them escape under pain of death. Then what shall we do with them? Leave that to me.
That doesn't look much like they're going to be brought up here.
Argo is deliberately disobeying my command. He'll suffer for this.
He's the man that released me from the death chamber, so that the revolutionists could study my breathing structure.
The revolutionists? Broadcast a proclamation.
Oh, no, you don't.
But I must. It's the only way to quell the revolution.
And tell your soldiers that we have you prisoner in your control room.
Don't you realize it's the only way to save Frankie and Betsy?
How do I know I can trust you?
My word is good.
Right. We're going to rescue Frankie and Betsy.
Broadcasting along. Death to Argo by order of the Crown. Death to Argo by order of the Crown.
The hour has struck. Report to your station. We are dethroning the Queen, and by night, a new dynasty will have control of the palace. Good! The hour! Our time has come!
This is Rebel headquarters. You fellows stay out here and keep watch.
Gene! Are you all right? I've been worried about you.
Death to the Queen! We march on the palace at once! To the palace! On to the palace! They've locked us in! Break the door down! Stand back from that door! What are you going to do? Melt it down with the disintegrator ray. Turn it on full power. I don't dare risk it. That will lose control. Speed the machine. We move too slowly. Unless we get out and recapture the Queen, we shall have lost the revolution. What's the disintegrator? No, no! Get it your tape! We'll get out of control here! No, no! No, no! No! No, no! 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 Disintegrator!
Seems to be deserted. The Queen still has control of the palace. We'll be able to get out of here. you're going back with me and tell them who killed Tom Baxter.
I don't know anything about it.
You know plenty. Sharp told me everything before he died.
Sure, I killed Tom Baxter. But how are you going to prove it? You'll never make the sheriff believe you didn't do it.
I think you're wrong there, partner. That is, if Frankie learned anything about television down in Murania. All right, get moving. Let's go.
Well, that sure clears Gene. But how did you ever figure out this television thing?
Well, I've been working on it for a long time. And all I've needed is this little gadget. And I brought it from the Murania that you wouldn't believe in.
A long, long time ago, as all you folks should know, Uncle Noah built himself an ark. For 40 days and nights, the rain was sure a fright. The animals nearly tore his ark apart. The horses and cattle and fowls of the air, even the long-eared jackets was there. Quack, whoop! They all said who? All were there in Uncle Noah's ark.